All these other people work for a living.
Wow, we haven't
can
actually
hang
had
out.
here. Can I steal a water while you're up?
Does everybody have a packet?
Thank you.
Yeah, oh boy. All
If I get
right.
bored, I'll call you.
What's that? That's thing. Oh, yeah. All right. So are we, do we have to do anything? Are we live? Live from,
Check, check. Happy Star Wars Day, everybody.
Oh,
who knew?
Yes.
All right. I have to say, I didn't know that. All right.
It's a punch today.
I know. Well, good luck to me.
Happy to be together.
God,
And I only had 4 cups of coffee instead of 5.
Wow.
keep it going.
Fortunately, I don't drink coffee, so I will try and be the voice of reason here today. All right. So we'll call the meeting to order. Are we live here?
I think so.
Live from St. Joseph, Michigan? Hello out there, whoever's watching.
For both of you.
Or, yeah. Is there anybody? Well, it doesn't.
It's on.
Good morning, everyone. First order of business, we have minutes from the last meeting. Again, expertly prepared by Kelly.
Are they expert staples?
Well, we won't comment on the
Oh, what is
stapling.
up with the staples? I'm sorry.
I can't
guys.
find it. So
That's
much
really
in the back.
bothering me.
I know.
Wow.
Anyone here
It was,
left-handed?
I think-
I'd like to know if mine is correct. I just say.
I think I would categorize that as a first world problem.
Those are lefty
Thank
insurance.
you for putting that into perspective.
Yes, Sue.
Correction on
And you
page
can note that in
3.
the minutes. Anything, any changes, adjustments?
Correction on
tweaks?
page 3, I was absent.
Oh,
Ah,
You've got, it's correct on the.
but you were here,
page
you were
5.
here in spirit.
And
Same
I
for
was-
me.
Oh,
I was
I'm
absent
always
also.
here.
I
Oh,
was absent as
we have a
well.
couple of absences.
yeah.
Yep,
Sorry about that. Who else? Kelly, you were
Yep.
on.
I was absent, yep.
Sorry, I will correct that. Thank you.
How do we know you're not just
Can't-
reprinting the same minutes?
Yeah, right.
We're just.
Do you read them?
Well,
Apparently. All we
Well,
read
apparently
is
not,
Whether
because.
someone was here or not.
I think that's
biggest
the
correction we ever
objective.
I do actually,
The Groundhog Day minutes.
I do actually write what happened in the meeting.
Can we get a motion to approve those as amended then?
I would love to
Yes,
make that
Robert?
motion.
Yes.
Support.
All right, thank you.
I'd like to note there are 2 separate minutes because we had 2 meetings. So is this for the information meeting on page 3?
Yes.
Oh,
Say
wow.
yes.
Now you're throwing a curveball. Yeah, that's the first, let's take care of that.
I'm only supporting the regular minutes, not the special.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, I'm full of it. I'm full of it today. I'm sorry.
Which one do you want us to vote on first?
All right, guys.
Let's do the
All right,
information
guys.
meeting first, if we may, please.
We'll do the special meeting first.
Yes.
I move to accept those minutes.
Very good, thank you. And a second, Robert doesn't want a second though,
Mm-mm,
so,
mm-mm.
all right, Sue will. Any other discussion about those? All in favor?
I,
Opposed, abstentions? No, okay. Now the
I'd like to-
regular
I'd like to
minutes.
comment that the reason that they're stapled on the wrong side is that Kelly was wanting us to read the minutes.
Ah, there you go.
it was a
There we are.
test.
'Cause
It
it's a
was a
test.
test.
That's
Paying
I'd
attention.
like to note they did go to you.
That
on
is part of the
Wednesday.
charge.
Pick it up.
They
I
should
did, I
have-
read them on.
That was
my-
impressive.
That was actually really nice. Thank you.
We should probably comment to our large audience out there that we do concentrate on things a lot more complicated than than the stapling in the minutes. Okay, anyway, we need a motion to approve the regular
I
minutes.
absolutely.
All right,
Make that
Robert
motion.
does, and second on that? Somebody? Thank you, Deb. Any other conversation? Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, abstentions? All right. Whew. All right, that'll be the
Busted
the
already.
easy part of the meeting. All right, financials. Let's look at page 10 is the summary. And we have, it's mind boggling to me. We have only 3 months to go.
I know.
That's right.
I know. There's
I
really
know.
no change from
Time
last
is
time.
going. No, we're right on, we're tracking here, I think, quite
Yep.
quite well in line with what our expectations were, probably a little better, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah,
So I think we should be in good shape by the end of the year. I'm actually, I have a meeting set up with Ben tomorrow. Ben? No, no.
Yes.
Ben.
I didn't know
Ben.
when it was.
Yeah, tomorrow. I want to kind of go through these financials. You know, this is the accounting geek in me and see how we can organize these maybe a little bit better. So, you might see something a little different down the road in terms of this package. But we have to work within the system we have, so we don't like to create a lot of, outside spreadsheets and that, although that would be right up my alley, but, we'll go through that. Any questions on anything that we, can sick Kelly on? We get a motion to approve those?
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Second, thank you, Chris. Any other discussion about that? Okay, all in favor? Aye, opposed, abstentions? Okay, financial.
I
All
like
right.
that we accounted for one stamp.
What, oh,
For what?
There's one stamp in postage.
Probably.
There's one what?
There's one stamp for 44 cents in there, it's posted.
Hey,
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
that's how,
down to the.
that's
penny.
how efficient.
You guys
these
are on it,
right,
man.
right, right.
Unbelievable.
One stamp, that's right. That's
Which
probably.
I think are now like $1.
Yeah,
So
what
good
is
job
this
buying
now?
when they were cheap.
I mean, hey.
Hang on, it's gonna get worse. All right,
Isn't that?
monthly
unemployment insurance?
reports. We have in here our usual map of activity in the downtown. And, I was looking at this a little bit more closely and I started thinking about all the businesses that are coming in. I started rattling these off. Grant Stone Shoes, how cool is that?
Love
Mi
it.
Familia, Posh Boutique, Katrina's Kitchen, the library, Ben's Pretzels. That's a lot of darn activity. That's very encouraging. I don't know if,
Love it.
when you start thinking about all this activity and things that are happening, I think that's terrific. We had this group, we met a few times. I was thinking about this, Sue. We met a few times to think about vacancies and I'm thinking, God, how effective are we? That all of a sudden, all these places. And we have some vacancies. We can probably do some numbers on this. We have like 5, I think, if I count this right.
Is,
Am I thinking this right?
yes.
Yeah.
Is 511 Ship Street vacant?
What was that?
511.
Do you remember what it
Oh,
was?
I think
Edit
it is.
salon?
Yeah, it's still,
It is still, okay.
there's signs still up there.
That's
for-
Maxwell's.
Here.
Maxwell's, that's next to Jimmy
Yeah,
John's.
so Mi Familia, they had their soft opening last Wednesday. I believe they did open Saturday.
Oh, do that, okay.
Yeah, I went to the soft opening foods.
Oh, cool.
We had dinner there last night.
Yep.
And Corey wanted me to pass along to the DDA that thanks to that liquor license, he's like, what a great tool to attract people that want to get into business and
Right.
get it
Yeah.
going, to not have to wait. His should be in May 22nd, he said.
Awesome,
He's
good.
got it. Yeah. So I'm sorry, what did you say? He had his hearing?
He should have his liquor license in hand in a couple weeks.
Wow.
Good.
So you said you had dinner there last night? It's open already?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I
yeah,
think they
yeah.
were open Saturday, I believe.
Good.
is what
I
I
gotta
s-
pay
think on
attention.
Very
Facebook.
good.
So,
Yeah.
No, it's
What's
good.
it called again, Sue?
Well,
Mi
now,
Familia?
well, they're going by Passion Project now.
yeah, the sign says Passion Project, but Mi Familia,
Oh.
it's,
Maybe that's the legal name.
Like the menu says
Mhm.
Passion Project.
Yeah.
I didn't ask him about that, but.
That's great.
yep, and then Grant Stone had their
Third
grand
option.
opening
Yep.
on Friday.
It's an interesting story about the shoes, if you read that in the paper. It's
Mhm.
Yeah.
interesting.
They've been wholesaling out of Baroda for years.
Yeah,
And it's like a showroom.
Yeah.
Love it.
One of my friends from the chamber was there, and, said they were doing some sales. I did not make it to the grand opening.
yeah.
But yeah, so, and then
terrific.
Posh Boutique, I believe, is opening the 8th. Is that
Yeah.
Friday? I'm looking at Lauren. Lauren's like, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, a lot of exciting things. I think Ben's is on the cusp of opening. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
hoping.
Yeah, we're going through inspections.
Really
So
want-
past electrical, plumbing, they're gonna have mechanical and health and
Wow.
HVAC, so maybe a week or two.
Such a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any business
so-
owner.
Oh, yeah.
Get ready for summer.
Yeah, right, right.
Restaurant.
No, that's,
So, I
so
mean,
good stuff.
Yeah,
Good
I
stuff.
mean,
So we should thank our guests from the Herald about writing about these
Yeah.
things.
Mhm.
It's
was a good
terrific.
article.
I mean, that kind of promotion right on the front page, I think is
Yeah.
great.
I mean, so it's encouraging. I know Poppy and Violet was selling, and from what I saw on Facebook,
Yeah,
she
they
did
sold.
sell, so
Yeah.
that one
I saw that
was a
too.
quick flip, so that didn't actually close. So really, Maxwell's is going to not reopen as Maxwell's, but that is gonna be open again, as a different business. So
There's
it's not-
somebody's working on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep,
Great.
so, really, there's just a couple empty storefronts, so it's not as dire as we thought it was gonna be. So,
Andrew, you're the development guy. What do you think? I mean, that's very encouraging, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously, there's always some churn in small business and downtown retail, but the signs are really positive. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what the market analysis we did as part of the economic development strategy said. But I mean, there's an incredible amount of leakage out of the area right
Yeah.
now, out of that trade area that
Yep.
if you offer the right stuff, that can be captured and redirected locally.
Yeah,
So
yeah. What do you think of, I was thinking in particular about this building here. That's a tricky building, isn't it?
I mean, it was built with one use in mind,
Right.
as a banking
Right.
branch and offices. And some of those bigger historic banks kind of lend themselves to adaptive reuse. I've honestly not toured it,
Yeah.
but it's obviously a key location. So
Yeah.
I think it should be a focus for, I'm sure it is for United.
Yeah.
And for, the city is they, if they want to see that not continue to be vacant, looking at how to market that, make sure that the tools are ready. And I mean, I would certainly assume they would be ready to support the right
Yes.
project.
I saw a building one time in my son's neighborhood where somebody took a bank, and they made a restaurant out of it. They had the vault open, like a wine cellar. It was pretty kind of cool, but
Yeah.
it would take some funding, obviously, to do that. It's a two-story, isn't it? Yeah. So anyway, I mean, of the other locations are more, I don't know, normal, for lack of a better description, but that one just seems might be a little tricky.
I don't know, oftentimes banks will put deed restrictions on that so that another bank.
Yeah,
isn't able
sure.
It
to-
is, that is deed restricted. I talked to her
Yeah.
there.
Is it
So,
5 on that? I've heard.
Not that another bank is what someone was
No.
be courting, but I think, United, they don't want to sit on that, I would imagine. So they may be.
I wouldn't think so. Yeah,
Being creative with a deal for the next owner or tenant.
yeah.
There's
Okay.
also agreements and plans in place for whatever goes in there for the Jerry Catania glass in there to either be given back to them or there if the people, whoever rents it or buys it wants it. So, because I know people have asked like, well, what's gonna happen to that cool
Mhm.
sculpture? And there's been arrangements made.
Good.
Well, great. That's good. That's very encouraging activity going into the summer months here.
I'm sorry,
Please.
just one more question maybe of Andrew that, it is cool when, let's say a restaurant, whatever, might go in, but renovating a former bank is really pricey. Is there potential grants, money available because of the uniqueness of that and frankly, the one across the street,
Mhm.
So that could be a brownfield tax increment financing project. So any demolition that needed to be done is something that would be brownfield eligible if it were converted to housing, which I'm not advocating. I don't know enough for that yet.
Right, I understand.
That is something that would be eligible. There are some tax abatement tools, two of which unfortunately sunsetted at the end of last year that have not been, the bills to kind of reestablish them haven't moved in Lansing yet. But there is one called the Obsolete Property Rehabilitation Act, which the hotel used. So there are
okay.
toolkits, not deep, but there are some things to help, and the city has utilized those before.
Yeah,
Is that
it's
actually
cool if
listed,
you
do you
can
know?
put a wine cellar in an old,
The
Vault,
electronic
but
sign says for sale.
if you gotta remove a vault, and then typically banks, the walls are thicker, it's just,
Look at
cutting through the
electric
floors
sign.
to run
Yeah,
plumbing.
building for sale. I don't know.
It would be great if
Those
maybe a
prices.
story got written about what might be available
Yeah,
in
Joe,
terms
those
of
prices.
rebates and, help with stuff like that. I don't know. Just saying.
Our local paper has done some great work about
Yeah.
incentives. So.
Yeah. But oftentimes it's, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm teasing.
That
He's
has been
quoting
part
that.
of that
Campaign.
economic development strategy that was adopted in the end of 2024 was not just using the tools, but marketing the opportunity.
Exactly.
Making sure people know that they're available. So
Right. Exactly,
certainly if there's an opportunity.
which
we'll
is why
help
I
with
brought
that.
it up.
Yeah, great.
Okay,
Kelly, do you know what
thanks.
the list price is on that?
I do not.
1.5.
Oh, is that what it is? 1.5?
Mhm.
It's 1.5.
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, little creativity, right? Could be interesting. All right, very good. Let's see. We kind of work our way through some of this. And we see that we have our vacancy list here of 5, and we've just been talking about the credit union there. Anything on the initiatives page, Kelly, you want to highlight?
Pleasant Street Plaza was approved fully.
Hey.
I like that it's almost all green now.
I know.
Yes, yes, yes.
The island will go in after Blossom time this coming weekend, so.
Oh, that makes sense. I was wondering, yeah.
Apparently it's something like the fans don't want to have like march. or
Right.
something.
I don't know
Throws off the
how
whole
that
thing.
guy is gonna stand on his bike this year.
Well,
Oh, with the potholes?
Well, yeah, just because there's so much patchwork.
Yeah.
You know, he always stands on
The motorcycle.
The motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how he's gonna do that this year.
Carefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, careful.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, carefully.
right, right.
Um,
All right. And you
Yeah.
got, so the last couple items there, you have these later too, but parking, you want to talk about?
yeah. we
Update
can-
on that?
I'll
Yeah, just go
over
ahead.
that in
Yep.
a second. You can talk about it now if you'd like. Andrew's gonna talk about Fair Place Library real quick.
So that is on the top of the list. I just wanted to give a quick update and reminder on that project that is moving forward right now. So we had our first meeting with the city team a couple weeks back, and our meeting later this week with city. St. Joe today is helping with that. There's a few things that have to be done, kind of final fixture selection. So as a reminder, you all saw the design. We can make sure it's in the next packet again. It's a really kind of a lighter, quicker, cheaper project. I mean, it's lighting, it's fixtures, it's furniture, it's a fire pit, hopefully. So we're going through and doing kind of the final selection of the fixtures and doing a little bit of value engineering and plan to have that stuff all ready to go and fixtures ordered here in a few weeks. And then those could take, 60 to 120 days, depending on what needs to be produced or what's in stock. I think that's about it. I mean, we're excited about it. It's going to be a cool thing. It is.
Is the sculpture staying?
It is staying.
Okay.
There were some, it was contemplated to move that at some point because it kind of, you want to have that view through from
Sure.
kind of the area back here, but that's a big financial and
No, there's a lot of
literal
costs in
lift.
that.
Yeah, I think we
So-
decided
Yeah.
to leave it alone. Yeah.
Oh,
For the possible fire pit, would that be separate? Or, because I know that, I think I actually made the suggestion of actually putting it in around the sculpture.
You know, like the
It
sculpture
would
on
be
fire?
a smaller, what's being looked at is just kind of a smaller within the plaza, but not, lining the sculpture or anything.
Oh, okay.
So.
It would be weird, fire on a boat.
Yeah,
That's a
would be
bad
weird.
thing.
Well, that's, yeah, valid point. Yeah.
So stay tuned.
Fire on a
We-
Someone saw that at a resort in Vegas and it looked pretty neat. I thought it was a nice workaround, but yeah, that's true. Might not be the type of image you want to put out of a
Maybe
boat on
not.
fire.
Yeah.
We'll have some stuff out publicly in the coming weeks, and then would anticipate the crowdfunding page would go live in maybe June or July.
That'd be cool.
So
We got a, do we have a cost estimate, Andrew?
So there was 150,000 is the budget. That was 75 local, so 25 from Cornerstone, and then between the city and the DDA, there was another 50. That will be matched, assuming we go through the process, by the MEDC and their patronicity program. And then potentially add, hopefully we can raise some money beyond that from the general public. there's been 11,000 spent already on design work. So that was both for the plaza and then also the bigger plan that was contemplated for Pleasant Street
Pleasant.
Plaza that was part
Yep.
of a grant
Yep.
proposal. So I'd like to try and find, fill that 11,000 and kind of get that back in the tank, if you will, because 150,000 goes really, really fast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
and that's the truth.
So
Yeah.
we're trying to really do as much of the engineering as we can in-house and limit, be modest in all of the stuff that can go into these types of projects.
First of all, thank you so much for moving this forward. I really appreciate it personally. But it's like so the park that's over in front of those apartments, I forget which ones they're called, just over the bridge that just opened last year. Do you-
Canal Commons.
Yeah, what was the cost of that renovation approximately?
It was a $2 million project.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah, but this
awesome.
is so much.
It is awesome.
Yeah,
I
it
love
is
it.
a lot smaller. That had, lots of concrete work.
Okay.
It's also, on the water.
And,
that adds.
Okay.
up 300,000 in engineering probably.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I mean,
Stuff is crazy.
I
isn't
just
it?
meant
Yeah.
like the pretty parts, how much.
So
Oh,
the-
yeah. No, their fire pit,
Spent-
it's lovely. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
but
This is off the top of my head, but I think we spent over 150 just on the furniture and lighting that
Yeah.
went in. I'm
Yeah.
sure we did
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
that's not counting the fire pit. But there is a working fire pit that there's two of them. You can walk over there and turn them on like a hot tub timer and
Very cool.
the sky hasn't fallen and,
Yeah.
no one has been maimed. So we're hopeful that
Nice.
that will
That's cool.
continue.
Good
Yeah.
words.
It's
It's a pretty
yeah.
tried and true thing. So.
It is mind-boggling how expensive it is, like when we talked about doing the streets over and all that, the millions, I mean, the numbers get just staggering, but anyway, all right,
just wanna
thank you,
comment
thank you.
that,
I'm sorry, please.
Some time ago, I looked at Court Place Plaza with Emily and Greg, and we had just talked about, and I'm sorry, I don't remember what the final plan is that will be in the next packet, but we had talked about improving the ring around the sculpture so that people could sit on it. And Greg thought that would be rather doable through Public Works. So just putting that out there in case it got lost. I don't know if it has. or not.
Short, they're really narrow, or I don't know what's around it.
Yeah, it's like a brick or pavered, circle
It's only
around
about
it.
this tall.
It's not very tall, so it could be raised up or it could be created into more of a seating area itself. So
You'll add that to it. And then in all of this, working with Paul and his team on any improvements and how they'll lend themselves to the programming of the space too.
Yeah. All right, great, thanks, Andrew, appreciate that update. Kelly, do you want to talk about parking or pick your poison there?
Yeah, I mean, I can.
Sure.
We'll just, do you want me to just move into updates
Yeah.
then?
Sure.
Okay, there's no change really on the schedule on the next report, so. Moving into parking, I was out with the engineer team and Greg from Public Works on Friday. Yeah. They have pretty much scoured the downtown with their fancy levels and all that engineering stuff I don't understand. Finding appropriate spots to move the pay stations. So we've got 30 stations. All the ones are coming out of the lots, obviously, because the lots are all free. You'll see little pink dots downtown where they're gonna, I say we, I'm not doing it, where they will be moving the pay stations to that are compliant. So I don't remember the count. I think it's 13. So those will be in the next, Greg said as soon as possible. Obviously, we're up against Blossom time and everything else going on. So I'm not 100% sure what his timeline is, but that team will be moving the pay stations. And then I have a meeting with Traffic and Safety, who does the pay stations. We're gonna start firing them up to Sue, to your point, make sure they're working. They're on. I mean, we kept them on over the season, over the winter, just keep the batteries charging. Every time I walk by, I like poke one of them, just to make sure they're on. We're gonna make sure, we have extras. Just make sure they're working and functional. To your point, their technology, there's
I
gonna be
just think,
glitches.
I had asked Kelly earlier, to me, the execution,
Mhm.
if you're going live on June 1, it has to be darn near
Yeah.
flawless,
Yep.
given the history of this project. So I was like, are they all being tested? Are they all, I don't know, it's gonna be really important that
Yep.
some of
They're all
those
on the right
issues,
foot. Yep.
yes.
Yep.
You're gonna see me downtown a lot with my credit card
Yep.
playing with the pay
Testing.
stations.
I'm gonna
Sure.
play with them too, yeah,
Yeah.
just so I can explain it to people, I
Yep.
think is
Mhm.
helpful. We're all familiar with it.
Yep, so that side of it, I'm in contact constantly with traffic and safety, working with Steve, Director Newbecker and his team, the reserves. With the passes and enforcement and also with Passport, who's the app. And also they do the ticketing system. We're just making sure we've got everything buttoned down.
Yep.
What's the name of the app?
I'm sorry.
Passport.
Passport?
Yeah.
Same one as last year.
Okay.
If you go in my office right now, half of my big whiteboard is parking, and it's just my list of things that, all the fine tuning things. We're also, our comms plan, Kayla, Emily and I are,
Oh, yeah, I already have it. Yeah, I do already have it.
No, go ahead.
oh,
Sorry.
we're working on some comms, just not just the drudgery of like how's the pay, how does the paid parking program work, but just, okay. Just kind of some more light-hearted, I don't want to say light-hearted, but just some more, I don't say entertaining, but some more yay St. Joe things. We're trying to just not make it all about parking. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna see some more like Silver Beach was just nominated for the top 10 beaches in the nation. So we're trying to push out some more positive promotions of St. Joe
Good.
as well.
Yep.
So I've been meeting with more of the downtown businesses, just picking their brains on how we can help promote parking in a more positive light, what we can do to educate their customers and their staff. Like I keep hearing like so many people's staff were helping with the pay stations. I don't want that. So if there's something we can give customers ahead of time or anything, and us, business owners downtown, if you have questions, please reach out now so I can get that to you ahead of time. So we're not at the 11th.
Because they will get, I think they will probably get a lot of questions from
Yeah,
their
for sure.
customers, like, we didn't
Sure.
know how to do it, or.
Yep. I want to
Hey,
nip
Kelly,
as much of
one-
that in the bud as possible.
Yeah,
Good.
so we've had it up now for, I don't know, at least 2 weeks. We printed and laminated maps.
Okay.
And I would suggest, I don't know, I doubt anybody else here, even if you're not down, so I have them at all 3 of our locations, even though 2 of them are not downtown. And because people walk in and say, I'm going downtown.
Right.
What can I expect?
Mhm.
And so, we try to keep it very simple. I've sent a message to the staff. Here's what it is, here's what it isn't. I took the map from the city website, laminated it, and I wrote on it before we laminated it, only the green is paid parking, June 1st to whatever it is, just like 3 or 4 bullets, trying to keep it very, very simple and very, very positive. So
Yep.
And it's 175
Roughly, yeah.
paid, but how many, because when people ask, I want to say, well, when they say, well, we don't, we have to pay to park. Well, you don't have to pay to
No,
park.
you
Right,
don't.
it's about
You can
1,000
choose,
free.
so 1,000 free.
20% of the parking spaces are paid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I mean, that's,
Way to say it too.
Or
Yeah.
what I've been saying is it's only on the streets.
yeah.
Yeah, it's on the streets,
Not on the
exactly.
bluff,
yeah.
though. It's only
Not-
on
not
the
even all the
down-
Not, yeah, not
Yeah.
even all the streets. Yeah, it's just,
Yeah,
the
well,
bluff
that's
is free,
fair.
all the parking,
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
parking
You're
lots.
parking in a lot, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep saying it's if you're on
It's the
brick, it's
downtown,
like mostly
yeah.
the bricks.
Yeah.
And it's not even,
Yeah.
but parts of,
And I do
Yep.
have a question, and I'm sorry to get in the weeds, but I brought this up before and I was given an answer, but then that's not what we've been told in the past. So like for those of us who live downtown, have short-term rentals downtown or long-term rentals downtown. We used to be told that your tenants could not park overnight in the lots. Has that changed? Because that's a game changer if you've got rental properties downtown, if you can have people parking there overnight in any of the lots. Because now you're saying they're free, so can we park there overnight?
let me double check that.
Okay.
Could you
Yeah.
ever park in the lots overnight? Like right now, can you park in the lot overnight?
Well, see, since
Well, I think we
the
should-
parking program paid parking came off whenever we pulled that off, everyone's parking overnight in the lots, everybody.
Well,
And what I want to know is
Be okay.
is that I want to know can we continue to do that? Because that's,
I mean, the free lots on this side, like this lot here, people have always parked
right, but
overnight in
on,
it.
for example, the lot at Ship and Main, that's our 610 Ship bill. We were always told that you can't park there overnight.
Yeah,
Now
in the-
everybody-
in the summer you couldn't, because when we
Okay.
own the apartments above Jimmy John's, our tenants could park there in the off season.
Okay, so that's the clarification I'm
Let
looking
me,
for.
let me double
Yeah.
check if I
Yeah.
may. I'll get back to you on that.
So
Okay,
when it
thank you.
went from back before, it was when it was all day free parking,
Mhm.
Bless you.
you could park overnight. When it switched to 3-hour parking, that's when you couldn't park there overnight.
All right, so Kelly, you get it.
I'll get you an
Let's
answer,
get the
yep.
details on what the rules are.
Yep.
The only thing I know, you can't park on the street overnight. That's. the
Correct.
only-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I
But that's the thing, it would be,
Except
like
the
I said,
weekends,
for the
right.
last, since it was pulled off, I mean, now you have sort of set a precedent, so now everybody who, like, the building next door to us, they've got 4 long-term rental, well, they're parking there because why wouldn't they? It's right
Yeah.
behind there, and so to now, that's why I just want a little bit of, it'd be tough to now reverse it, is what I'm saying.
For sure. Yep. I'll get
When
you
for the last 6
clarification.
months, yeah, okay.
All right, okay, Kelly, anything else about the parking stuff?
I don't think so. Just be on the lookout for more comms.
Yep.
I'm gonna be kind of hitting employees downtown businesses. If I'm inundating you with emails, tell me to back off, but I'd prefer to over communicate
Sure.
than under. Did you have a question? Oh, okay, sorry. I looked like you were gonna say something. Yeah, more to come on that, I think.
All right, good. Let's see, what else? Marquette, did you want to give us 2 cents? on
Not,
Marquette?
we're still working through the development agreement on that.
Yep.
The NEC is done, brownfield reimbursement agreement has been, signed and executed, so we're working on the development agreement now, just the fine tuning of,
Any hangups in that or no?
No, just
Just lawyers probably.
lawyer stuff.
Yeah.
So, then MDOT, we have, there will be a stakeholder meeting. Those of you that have been in the stakeholder meetings, Jonathan will be reaching out to you. I don't remember, it's been a while. Whoever's on that stakeholder group, he'll be emailing you, the date. It's gonna be the 17th, and then there's a public,
What, June?
June, yeah, the
June.
the
For the
17th.
For the Main Street project?
Yeah, for Main Street.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a
Um,
stakeholders meeting.
Stakeholders, and then there's a public meeting, after that. So the,
Can you-
stakeholder meeting is first, like we did before, and then the public meeting will be after. So,
Can you make a note to send me an email on that?
are you a stakeholder or?
I believe I am. I
Yeah.
just want to make sure.
Yes.
What was the date you think
He'll-
it is?
he'll send-
17th.
Yeah, he'll send it, he'll send it.
That will be
Okay.
emailing the stakeholders.
Okay.
to set it up.
MDOT will send a.
Yeah, MDOT will be sending.
Oh,
out
okay.
invites
All right,
from
all
there.
right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're on the
I
stakeholders.
should be because I've attended a bunch of them, so it should be on there.
Yep.
So,
So
okay.
I'll
all right.
connect with him, but I'll make
All right.
sure.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's getting down to the nub, I would think. They're about
Yeah.
ready to pull the trigger on this pretty soon.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
looming.
Is
right.
Marquette still planning on breaking ground this season, do you think?
Mhm.
I've
just don't
heard
know.
nothing different, but I don't know. I have missed the last couple Friday calls because I've been
Yeah.
involved in other
I
projects.
think
Right.
But
I
I'm,
think it's gonna be a
That was
push.
one of the clarifications I was curious about.
Yeah.
So I understand you don't, but assuming nothing has changed, what's roughly the time frame for that?
I don't
you heard,
know.
have you
This
talked?
year?
So I chatted with them recently, they are still hoping to break ground July, August.
Okay, that's all.
July, August.
I just was wondering,
Well,
because
what-
people are
yeah.
asking me, and, okay.
Paul, that is consistent with the discussions I've had. They've got, final closing on loans and
Yeah,
and lots of
there's
things
lots
they
of
gotta
stuff
do.
that needs to happen.
So I think, summer, fall is what we'd anticipate.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then the Main Street project, that is construction season 27.
Fall of 27
Oh, fall of 27.
starts.
Okay,
Yep.
all right.
And I just want to reiterate, there will not be, the downtown portion will not happen during
The summer.
During
summer
summer,
season.
okay,
So
that's all,
committed to
because
keeping-
we get asked all the time. you know,
Yeah,
so.
there is a map, well, there's a map, you've seen it, there's a map in my office, but it's also on the,
So I
there's a
should send my
website.
customers to your office
Right.
then, or-
Absolutely.
I know
Perfect.
this main section right here, this main stretch right here, that is that from Broad to,
The bridge.
I think it's Broad to,
I think it's Elm.
Elm,
I think it's Elm.
or Elm to,
Ship,
yeah.
It's on.
oh, so they're,
yeah.
Elm to?
I
Okay.
think. I think it's Port.
It's ship and port, they start ship and port
Yeah.
first.
Ship and Port first. Port is
Then
the one that's
Port
closer to the
Street
water.
Either
right?
Broad around, but I think it goes all the way to Elm is considered the main corridor.
Right,
And
Oh,
so
because I know they're doing that
I'll
all
bring it
at
up in the
once,
next
and
packet.
that's winter, spring
it's like
of
after Labor.
28. Winter 27 to spring of 28 was what they're projecting for that, for the main
Right,
corridor.
yes. So it starts right after Labor Day and goes to Memorial Day the next year, this part.
This part, yeah.
Yeah, that's on their website. They
yeah,
have,
there is
they,
if you
a
like
detail.
Google
Yeah.
MDOT
Yeah.
St. Joe construction, they have a website that has the map and all that. I can get that in the next packet for you guys too, just to see.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
Well, given the recent problems underneath Main Street, it's obvious that this needs to be done. I mean,
Yep.
this is
Yep.
way, way overdue. And I think it's gonna be nice to be able to put a lot of those
yeah,
problems behind us, hopefully.
it's,
think, yeah.
it's a little bit of, well, it's not gonna be nice for a while, but once it's done, it's like a once in a.
You gotta,
Yeah.
it's gotta be a little bit of
We'll
pain.
suffer through
right?
it for a year and a half.
Yeah, a little
and
bit of
then
pain.
We'll be
That's right.
great. So,
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
Great city, just wish they'd finish it,
yeah.
Yeah, right,
you know.
right.
And I think they're not gonna mess around once they get going. I mean,
No,
we've been
once
told.
they
they're
get
not
That's
Right.
fine,
gonna-
I just,
Good.
As long as we don't have a winter like we had last year,
Yeah.
things should.
Yeah.
Proposed budget.
we just.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's always the wild
I didn't
card,
see the
right?
proposal.
Yeah.
For the
Other
2027
businesses are like this, but like literally every customer that walks in the
So
door
it's
thinks that
here,
we
this is
know.
how we get this, is all the
everything.
details.
Right.
And so,
This-
you know,
that's it.
whatever we can tell
Yep, and that's,
Okay.
I've
You look
mentioned
I
this,
just wasn't sure if I was.
them. No, it's not me. You have me mistaken for someone else.
I've mentioned this before too. I'm gonna, I'm working with comms again on this. Like, we're gonna communicate very heavily with the businesses, schedules, how things are going and through the project, like what to expect, how we're gonna direct traffic. I do know that the main non-truck traffic is gonna go down Lake Boulevard.
Mhm. I
So,
know it doesn't change.
how we can get people where they need
They
to
have a
go.
website that's got
I
all
mean,
this.
semi-traffic is gonna be routed.
Yeah, I
Way
understand.
away.
I just was
Day one.
Yep,
It's like-
running
non-semi-traffic.
that through my head.
Yep,
Yeah.
so
No, it was very.
we'll be
late.
communicating
The
heavily on
timeline
how things are going.
For doing this big main stretches.
Well, they want
This time of
yeah.
year.
That's perfect. That's their objective.
Yeah.
Weather is gonna be a tricky thing.
Yeah.
Deliveries will be.
All right, very good. So, what
That'll be
else,
something.
Kelly?
Good point. Let's talk
Cause you'll
about
have
that.
18-wheelers that'll be deliveries that'll need to get down there.
Yes.
What else? Anything
for
else on
Marquette?
that?
For the Marquette project, you mean?
No, for stores.
The stores.
Retail needs
Retails are gonna have.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
food
trucks.
or,
Yeah.
you know, 18-wheelers in
Yeah.
general
Yeah,
are still gonna need to come
it's,
down.
it's
All right.
some juggling.
Thank
Hard
you,
to
Tom.
juggle an 18.
Kelly, what else? Anything else on those comments?
Excuse me, I don't think so.
All
You guys
right.
have any more questions?
No, I think we're good. Yeah. Old business, any other old business? I think we've covered most of that.
The Main Street thing.
Oh, yeah, see? Thank you.
I knew it wasn't
Just
in
for
the
Deb,
packet.
Yeah.
the main and broad sign, I have reached out to Corbin Design a couple times. I've not heard back, so and Emily did reach out to, because she had another question, so, I'm waiting to get a quote back on that. So, Greg Grodhouse and I, he's not here. We were out with Fairmont, marking out the second phase of the regular wayfinding signs, so the kiosks and the Welcome to St. Joe signs. So
Do we have a time frame for maybe when those will be fabricated?
July-ish.
Okay.
There's some artwork involved in that because there's, maps and like at the top of those signs, it says, there's walking like minutes, like 2 minutes to
Yeah.
the stairs.
Oh,
And I was
wow.
like,
Oh, wow.
okay. So there's some more details to come and the artwork, but they're producing, like they've gone to fabrication.
Oh, okay, great.
So,
I really like that aspect, the walking time, because, that walkability is a huge thing. And I want people to understand that you really ought to enjoy, that's what makes a city great is the walkability factor and, 2 minutes is nothing. And
no,
yeah, so
yep.
I like
but-
that feature.
And Greg's not here, but you should tell him the park signs look amazing.
They do.
Yeah, they
Like,
do.
Yeah, they do.
Yep.
Admiring them every time I
Yep.
see a new one. I'm like,
Yep.
oh, they look so good.
Yep, and what was I gonna say? Sorry, just scrolled. I don't know, that was something.
Yep.
Oh, a couple of the kiosks are on State, which I didn't realize. I thought they were all on Lake, so it'll be nice that there's directional signs on State Street,
Yep.
directing them to like the Bluff and other things, so
Yeah.
it's just trying to find a spot to put them.
The signage, it's been a hit. I mean, I think,
Mhm. Yep.
the
Yeah,
whole
they look
thing,
really
they
good.
look great.
Yeah,
They
I'm
look great.
excited.
Yeah.
But yes, more to come on your big
Right.
Broad Street sign, so I got you.
Okay, let's see here. What do we have next year? The budget? Kelly, you want to tell us about the budget?
So we are in budget season as you all know with the city. Same as we've done last year. This looks a little bit different. This is just the more technical sign. Ben told me I had to use the you know, main
The
spreadsheet.
start July 1, right?
Correct.
Yep.
We just have to make just amendment. We had to just shuffle some things around. We went, plenty of money for this year. We're still within budget, but some things just needed to be moved around. In good shape this year and with next year. The only thing really to note is with the TIF, he went with the lowest, there were 3 levels of estimating with the TIF, a low, a medium and high estimate based on we don't know what the tax values are gonna come in. So he went with the lowest value, which is that $8,900. I'm losing my voice. I'm sorry.
It's not
So
bad
that's
for a
really-
first year, right?
Yeah.
Sorry?
It's not bad for a first year.
It's just-
No, but that's just the lowest.
Sure,
on the
it could be
estimate,
more,
so-
but
So
it's.
it could be more.
Could be
but
more,
it's- But just in case.
just in
Yeah.
case, like, let's go low.
Good.
So if there's no questions on that, there's a motion on the front. I need the wording
Yep.
correctly said
Yep,
on
yep.
that motion.
All right, questions? This obviously looks in line with what our pattern has been here over the last few years. The TIF is obviously a new twist to that, a pleasant twist, I would say.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to add that. in.
Yeah, right, found money. as it
Found
were,
money,
right,
yeah.
So for the holiday lighting, so our portion is 9,500 and then the city covers okay,
Yep,
Yeah.
between parks and the city and,
okay.
Yep.
That's what I thought. I just making sure I remembered correctly.
yep.
Questions? Any other questions about budget?
Can I
Excuse me.
make the motion?
Yeah, go ahead. I think you have to read the.
Motion to amend the full year 26 budget to match the projected values and approve the full year 27 budget as presented.
I will second.
Very good. Any more discussion about the budget? Any other discussion? All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? No, very good.
I like that the estimated TIF injection is gonna primarily pretty much take care of the holiday lighting. That's kind of
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, well, and that.
Not bad for first year if that
Yeah.
plays out.
I was saying to Kelly, I was thinking about that money and how we manage that, and do we think about it as a distinct pool or just put it in the regular pool? I'll have this conversation with Ben about this, but I don't know. It's just something to think about because now you have a new source of revenue. And I don't know, we should think about how we manage that, I think.
Is it not
I
like
don't know.
outlined in the actual TIF ordinance or whatever, like what it has? to
Yeah,
be?
it probably is. I'm just thinking how we choose to
How do we
manage
show it?
Yeah, right. And how do we choose to manage it? You know, do we do some special things
Right.
like, we do a grant program or we do something? Go ahead.
So
Please.
the Tiffin Development Plan, which is a 30-year plan, outlines everything you might use it for that you.
Potential
So it
uses.
just has
Yep.
to be invested within the DDA boundary.
Yep.
And on this very broad list of,
Yep.
you know.
Pretty
different-
generous activities.
different things.
Yeah.
There are actual projects outlined in there as well. And some of those are very, you know, high dollar things that are multi-million-dollar projects.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is not accomplishing those yet.
Sure.
I think in 5 years, as this thing really starts to grow,
Right.
it will happen almost exponentially. And a lot of times cities will even do stuff like bond against
Yeah.
their TIF revenues. You have
Yeah.
to be very careful with how
Sure.
you do that and don't, you know, don't bite off more than you
Right.
can chew.
Right.
Because sometimes things can happen if you have a large taxable building gets demolished and suddenly you take a big hit to the overall district value. But there's all kinds of different approaches to how to manage this, and it's only going to grow year on year.
Yep. All right. Yeah, thanks, Andrew. So anyway, something to think about as we go forward and those numbers grow. All right, let's see. All right, moving right along here. Public comment? Anybody? No. All right, Paul, I don't, did you have
On one
anything
line.
you want to pass along to us?
Kicked off this weekend.
Yeah,
Big
busy.
Yep.
Yeah,
So that's exciting. That's kind of like the soft launch to the summer. We have a couple weeks, and then Friday of Memorial Day weekend, we've got the parade, farmers market the next day, and lighthouse tours starting. The next weekend, we have farmers market, artisan fair. Then all of that will continue throughout the summer. So we're gearing up, ready to go.
yeah, that's right.
Our office opens back up at 9 now, May through the end of the year. We go to 11 during the week, January through April. Because we average 3 visitors in the morning, between 8 and noon.
Sure.
So we're back at 9 o'clock starting today.
Great.
How was Antiques? Was the weather good?
It was great in the morning.
Yeah.
I was at the baseball field at 10 and, so we had a great morning, and then by, my son's evening game, I think that went well, yeah, I think that full.
It was big crowds in the morning. I thought it seemed
Windy. It's really windy.
busier than a typical opening Antiques on the
Yeah.
Block. But
We had a
yeah,
busy
people
day.
were bundled up,
Just-
winter
yeah,
coats,
this
but it
is-
was
it's
busy.
Good traffic, yeah.
This is
Yeah,
my
good
third
traffic.
opening of Antiques, and this is the best weather of the 3 that we've had.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
last 2 years has been like gloomy and kind of rainy and
Yeah.
really windy. And it's been
Just having the sun is almost irrespective of the temperature. If you have some sun.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Makes a big difference.
People
Yeah.
were in town. We were significantly busier at the market on Sunday. I don't know if it was, you could never say, oh, it was Antiques that brought, but
Yeah.
I mean, we're always busy on Sunday, but it was a noticeable increase in foot traffic.
It seemed like a lot. I was in the office yesterday. It seemed like a lot of people
Yeah.
were just milling
Walking
around
around.
town,
Mhm.
so good.
Copper Pot was busy too.
Yeah,
wanna be
right,
out.
right.
That literally people want to be
Yeah,
out.
after a rough winter, that's right.
I don't know if
Everybody's.
they have any money to spend. but-
Yeah, I was just saying. Yeah.
They're walking around.
They're walking.
They're
It's-
looking for the money.
Right.
I think given the, especially gas, well, let me rephrase that, jet fuel.
Yeah.
Costs, I think are going to help us have
Stay
a
local.
really great summer.
Yeah.
Staycations,
Yeah,
Because
people
people
are
are
stay closer.
gonna not wanna go longer than a couple hours from Chicago. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's my,
No, I think.
I will say historically, when we owned Jimmy John's, and I was like on the board at St. Joe today, and then I was the president, and there was like, in like 2009, 18, and then like
then-
2011,
yeah.
whatever years, don't quote me
Yeah.
on the years, but whatever those years were, and people,
2000.
business owners and stuff were panicking about, how is this gonna impact us? Almost universally, it was the opposite, because people that would go to Florida,
They're not
like,
going to
weren't gonna drive that far.
San Diego or wherever,
It
yeah.
Vacations
really,
are a thing. They-
and it was
they
just
boost
when
your
you could
business.
kind of track where people were
Right.
coming from with like data and stuff like that. But historically, gas prices help us.
Yeah.
Which-
Yeah, and the only
As
thing
a
I could,
tourist
Yeah.
town,
the only thing I
bit,
could think of is that, we do, I always find it fascinating when we ask people, you know, where do you live? And I am usually surprised to see how many people we get from St. Louis.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have
We-
noticed
you
that
know, so you
recently.
get, you get Indianapolis, you get, you know, sometimes Ohio cities, you know, Cincinnati, but anyway, so maybe that might be a little bit longer drive for somebody from St. Louis.
I remember one summer I happened to meet quite a few Kentuckians
Yeah.
on State Street, and I asked about it at a meeting, and it turns out the Southwest Michigan Tourist Council had done a targeted campaign in
Oh,
the South.
interesting.
And
Oh.
it was cities within, a 6-hour drive. And I
Right.
was like, well, it paid off.
So
because
those
it's like-
work.
Those work. I mean, the whole summer, I got
Support
the most
I was-
delightful
Yeah.
Southerners.
When
Yeah.
when we have the cart at the bluff during the
Mhm.
markets, I ask, you know, unless I recognize them, of course,
Yeah.
but, you know, oh, you from out of town? Where are you from? And, anyway, you were gonna say.
I do
something.
that too at the market. I always
Yeah.
ask if I'm at the register or when I'm waiting on people.
Yeah,
I always ask, but Cornerstone, they have amazing data because it freaks me out, but just walking around with our phones,
Oh,
they
yeah.
can tell you where everyone's coming
yeah,
from.
yeah,
And, what time they drove in and what time they left,
yeah.
money they spent? No,
Yep.
not that. But it is crazy. I mean, the data gets really granular and very specific and he's great if you ever, and he'll sit down with anyone and tell
That's
you,
great.
hey, like this is all the people,
Who's this?
Yeah, who is this?
Cornerstone,
Talking about the chamber.
chamber.
Oh, the
They
chamber.
have- They have a subscription to Placer AI.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
okay.
his
I was
name?
gonna say,
Arthur?
what's going on here?
Arthur,
Arthur?
thank you.
Haven't heard
What
about
is
that.
this?
Yeah.
What is that?
But Arthur
Yeah,
has Big Brother, sort of?
It's a
Okay.
geofencing kind of cell phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Track cell phones and where
Right.
people are from.
Right,
and,
right.
It's a useful tool for sure.
I can imagine.
I
They
still
can-
call it the chamber.
Somebody just asked.
And
me
like
about
you
that.
called it, the tourist
Southwest
council,
Michigan
it's Visit Southwest Michigan.
Oh, okay,
They-
yeah.
They've changed their name.
Wow.
Got it.
They can just,
Which I don't think.
Look
anyone should
that
do
up.
because it's
Super,
confusing
yeah.
for-
Interesting,
It's pretty
right?
impressive. I
Yeah.
mean, anybody can get a subscription to it. It's not cheap to do, but it's
Yeah.
a very useful tool.
wow.
Yes, Arthur will sit down with anyone if you ever want to know who's walking into your building. He
Yeah.
can tell you where they're
Fantastic.
coming from.
Okay, any other comments?
I have a couple comments, actually.
Please.
I just want to let people know that the Unified Civic Monuments Project folks are going to be doing a day of care for the MLK monuments. So June 1st, we'll be waxing and cleaning the monuments, just like you wax and clean your car. So we'll start at Dwight P. Mitchell City Center Park at noon on the 1st. It's a Monday. We're gonna, people can come and watch and hang out with us, and it's an easy process if you want to put your hands on it too. So just letting you know that that's
Right.
happening. We do that every year, or we will be doing that every year.
Yeah.
I also just wanted to put the idea out there of having a joint DDA meeting with Benton Harbor or some type of joint project with them. I think we could easily do kind of what I would call a low-hanging fruit but visible project. Maybe holiday banners down the road or something where when you drive between two cities, you see the same visuals and the city's sort of connected in that way. I think there's other ideas out there, but I just want to share that.
Yeah,
And
good suggestion. Yeah,
I think it
thank
could
you.
be an easy way to show some working together. And then lastly, we have our great new names for our parking lots, the peaches and the strawberries and all the fruit, but we don't have any visuals that go with them. So I just want to raise the idea of perhaps putting together a subgroup to look at those and consider how we might artistically enhance them to give them some visual wayfinding and markers. I'm thinking like a mosaic of an apple on the sidewalk on that corner of the
Right,
lot
yeah.
or something,
I love
We
that.
talk about
Yeah.
public art all the time, and I think that, I think we have a hard time remembering the name of which lot is
Yes.
which, and giving it a visual would be
I
really
think a
helpful.
3D,
It would help.
apple
A
sitting
giant
out
apple on the
yeah.
corner would be
I think
public
that-
art taken
that would
care of.
actually be cool.
And useful.
Yeah.
Great
So-
idea.
Right. Yeah, please.
Love it.
I'm going to be a real tease of this and not give much detail, but we have a project that we will be talking about sometime soon that is shared between the Twin Cities. So
Awesome.
stay
Great.
tuned. And the civic monuments folks have been mentioned as potential bridge and
Awesome.
connection. So more to come.
Great.
So now I don't know what that-
Great, thank you.
So do I.
One more thing I'll be-
Yeah, please. No
You
problem.
should.
So Wednesday evenings, we've historically had the Wednesday night market in Port Place Plaza. That has been a lift that we just felt like didn't hold the value that we wanted it to. But we are gonna keep Wednesday night programming in Port Place Plaza going forward, and we're gonna transition from a vendor market to something we're gonna call family night in the plaza. So, hoping that, we can incorporate the restaurants in that area and the social district, partners in that area. We'll do kids-based programming in Port Place Plaza with interactives and
Cool.
live entertainment.
Yeah.
That'll be Wednesdays, July through the week before the fair starts in August. So if you have ideas for how we can make that better, my vision would be that it would trickle from Port Place Plaza over the years and go into all of downtown, and then we could claim Wednesday night as local family night in
Yeah.
downtown.
Yeah.
That's my big vision, but we're gonna start that this summer.
Cool.
Sounds great. Very
Pet
good.
parade, pet or bike parade, those are always big hits
Yeah,
with the
Bike
families.
parade. Ooh, I
Bike
love
parade.
it.
Bike parade.
Yeah.
Bike parade's a good, that's a good.
Or anything with
Parade.
bubbles.
Stroller
popular
parade,
too.
Stroller parade, yeah.
All that stuff, yeah. Great.
Scooters.
Scooters.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anything else? Anybody? Okay, with that, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, very good. All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Yeah, good discussion.
Just had
Right.
somebody
Oh,
email
yeah.
me and say, yeah, our parent did that placemaking, and I tell them who